Math and science have been the things that interest me since a young age.
I always liked math. I always liked sciences.
I just have these early memories of being interested in science and eventually engineering once I realized that engineering was just problem solving with the tools you learned in science.
I think I got interested in STEM as a child because I was just curious about everything that I saw. I wanted to know how computers worked. I wanted to know how the machines worked. I wanted to know how cars worked.
For me, it's kind of simple. I really liked to build things, and I really liked going fast. And to do those things, I needed to understand science and technology, because to build the things and to go as fast as I wanted to go, I needed to understand physics.
My grandfather was a 6th grade science teacher, and even when we were on vacation visiting my grandparents, I would ask to go to school with him and sit in his class all day just to see the different things that we got to do. And so that is really what gave me the love for science and math as I was a young kid.
My mom took me to every science museum you could imagine. She was so involved.
Part of that, I guess, as a child, was my dad was a geologist, and so I kind of just grew up hiking the mountains, looking at rocks, and talking about science.
I first got interested in science really as a kid, just playing in the backyard.
I was always interested in math and science, and my mom really encouraged that. My dad's an engineer, and that was inspiring to me.
And then as I got older, I started taking some courses, these after-school programs for both math and science at the local college.
I showed interest in math and science when I was young, and I was able to continue that interest in STEM through school and internships throughout my life.
And then in high school, I think it was cemented because I had some really awesome
role models and mentors when I was kind of developing what I wanted to do.
That made me want to continue on that track in college.
I think my initial interest in STEM was sparked in high school when I got interested in amateur rocketry and started building my own large amateur rockets in my parents' garage and dealing with all of the math, engineering, and problem solving associated with that.
When I was in high school, I got really interested in airplanes and flying, basically everything that had to do with airplanes. As an undergrad, I decided to study aerospace engineering, and that led me to a career as an engineer and also just working in scientific research.
That piqued a curiosity in me, that piqued a desire to explore the world around me that led me into the STEM field. When I finished high school and I was trying to consider what to study, it was a very logical thing for me to decide on mechanical engineering, because that was a field in which I could study the machines around me that made our day-to-day lives possible and how they work.